Hey Spirit Life, if you haven't heard, I started a new channel called Spirit Life Games where I play games. While I hang out and talk about the Lord and talk about whatever's on your heart, we'll be playing through some retro games as well as Tears of the Kingdom and some newer games, and I think you'll have a lot of fun. Here's my very first episode that you can also find over there on Spirit Life Games, but I'm going to upload it here on the main channel just so you can get a little taste of what the game might be like and what it might feel like to hang out for an extended period of time, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour at a time. I hope you like it. Hey guys, Pastor Bruce here. Welcome to Spirit Life Games. I'm going to be playing Tears of the Kingdom to start out, giving my thoughts on the game and on life and spiritual things because, of course, it's Spirit Life. This is the first time I'm seeing really any footage other than the preview for Tears of the Kingdom. So I'm waiting for this to get going, and this is my first time recording game footage. I've got a new capture card, The Legend of Zelda. Man, see, I grew up with my dad playing the original Zelda, and I thought it was too hard, honestly. I'm not going to talk too much here at the very intro because I want to hear the cinematic stuff going on. But this looks really cool so far. I see the Master Torch, and I guess we're getting a little backstory. The volume in my ears is super loud, by the way.
This strange gloom keeps getting thicker.
So, looks like this might be a direct continuation of the last game.
We've been descending for a while now. These tunnels are deeper than I thought. What could be down here?
I wonder if this is the hole at the at that boss fight. Oh, I'm already playing. Huh. Alright, same controls as what I'm used to. Alright, some of y'all are gonna hate this, but like, I love to explore, and I love to... Alright, Link, has something caught your attention? Whatever it is, we can plan to look at it on our way back out. Let's continue our descent. Ah, alright. Well, anyway, what I was trying to say is I thought maybe this is like when you went to go fight that one boss. You know, he was like the boss leader of those thieves, and he fell down that giant hole. But now we're going down here. Looks like some luminous stone. Can I farm this? Looks like I'm used to these controls from Breath of the Wild. This is different though. Alright, so... I guess, do I have like... I don't think I have a menu. But I'm apparently whistling. Everyone that's watching me, probably you're thinking I'm a noob. I am a pastor, and mostly I spend my time trying to, you know, help people, visit people, preach the Bible. But I do enjoy games, and, you know, I didn't enjoy Zelda 1 that much, but Zelda 2 was, like, pretty good, but super, super hard. It was really fun. Things really got good with A Link to the Past, in my opinion. Alright, what's happening?
People have been falling ill after coming into contact with the gloom drifting through these caverns. Though here it seems almost misty and not concentrated enough to harm us. We'll keep going, with it coming up from beneath Hyrule Castle. We do not know what waits below, so we need to be ready for anything. But I know I'll be okay with you, Link. Let's go solve this mystery.
I don't know how old these two are supposed to be, but it always made me wonder, like, how much into this blossoming romance am I supposed to be? Because I'm a married man, you know. I'm thinking in terms of, like, you know, romance or whatever, but then again, I'm 40 years old, and I think these characters are supposed to be, like, what,
teenagers, maybe still, 16, 18, maybe. You know, a lot of Disney movies have a princess who's only 18 and gets married, or even Little Mermaid, she was only 16. But I think the developers of the game want us to think that there's some sort of budding romance here, because, I mean, they're like super compatible and have a lot of chemistry. She's got her cool short haircut. I guess I'll talk to her again. I wonder what happens if I keep going ahead of her, though. What was that? Master Sword? Maybe I missed something because I didn't talk to her. The Master Sword. It's kind of like Sting, you know, from Lord of the Rings. It glows blue when there's enemies nearby. It must be sensing something. I knew we had reason for concern. Ever since the end of the calamity, the castle has fallen into neglect. But I never could have imagined anything like these tunnels were hiding here. We must be careful as we move deeper. Look, I got my full stamina wheel. But something tells me I'm going to get attacked, and this is going to drain all my abilities and my equipment, and I'm not going to have my stamina wheel. Something tells me I'm going to go through some sort of time lapse, because in the preview I did notice his hair was long. Can't zoom in. I'm trying to like do the zoom kind of thing, you know, where you click on the right joystick. Alright, I remembered how to crouch. These are ruins from an ancient civilization. Wait, something is written here. Might these ruins be from the Zonai? Well, I want to look at it close, but I can't. I can't really do my zoom in thing. Well, I don't have my electric Ubersa's Fury from last game. I wonder why not. What's she doing taking photos? It's so weird because we're in like this ancient ruins, you know, but she's taking like a modern selfie over here. These carvings. I'm sure they're Zonai in origin. I've seen designs like this in my studies. The Zonai are said to have lived long ago in the time of the earliest legend. They possessed godlike powers and had a prosperous civilization in the sky. Many historical books tell us about the Zonai, but none gives us the full picture. Much is still unknown about them. I wonder if I get in her way, will she keep pushing me? I know it's weird, and probably some people just want to play and get through the game or just want to see the story, but I love to explore, and the way I like to play is, you know, I'll go down every nook and cranny, I'll go down every wrong path that's... I mean, I guess in these type of open world games, there's not a wrong path. I don't know if I'm having a little bit of streaming problems, but the quality of the video on this is not the best. So I hope that doesn't show up in the final product. Is this what the Zonai looked like? They seem so different than us, and such large ears. How did the ruins from a civilization in the sky end up here beneath the castle? It looks like the path ahead goes even deeper. Let's continue, Link. So, are they like dog people? Giraffe? Some sort of like animal type thing, the way the Zora or others have kind of a creature thing going on. What do y'all think of the music? It's pretty atmospheric. Although you're probably not watching this video if you're just trying to enjoy the game for its own sake. You're here for my commentary. I will say this, I mean, I'm just now with the introduction of Breath of the Wild, able to play a game with 2 joysticks. I remember in the N64 I could play GoldenEye because it only had 1 joystick. And when everybody would ask me to play Halo in college, I just couldn't play because of the way the controls were. This is a little easier, though. I got used to Breath of the Wild because of that Z, where I can just instantly get the camera back behind me where I need it. Monsters down here? Monsters down here? I guess she's going to say the same thing, right?
You're not hurt, are you, Link?
Link never talks because it's supposed to be your voice in your head replacing his dialogue. Some backstory.
Look at these murals. The written histories of the royal family include stories of a great war fought long ago. It was a conflict between allied tribes and someone only ever referred to as the Demon King.
It's got to be Ganon, right?
Is it possible? Do these murals depict the same legend? This is similar to the statues we saw earlier, a Zonai. And these figures look like Hylians.
What are they, like being
This
worshipped?
depiction certainly suggests that the Zonai descended from the heavens.
Nah, dog.
It is said that my ancestors, the first of Hyrule's royal family, were born from a union with gods who had descended from the heavens.
Why is it always got to be gods?
These murals tell a similar story, and if they are accurate, then the gods mentioned were the Zonai. They must have forged a relationship with the Hylians of that time, working together to establish the Kingdom of Hyrule.
She seems more worried than she
Figure.
seems...
He seems to be stealing something of incredible power from the young kingdom.
Oh, that's Ganon.
This all aligns with what I've read during my studies. And then this. It shows the Demon King. And a fierce battle against him. If the creature depicted here really does represent the Demon King, then... Oh. Incredible! This mural must be the Great War recorded in the royal histories!
I feel like something bad is about to happen because the music...
This is the imprisoning war, and the events that led up to it! Link! This is a huge discovery!
She seems super worried, though.
All right then. Now to use this invention of Pura's. I'm glad I didn't leave it behind. It's so easy to record. You point it and click. Oh. Oh, it looks like the rest of the murals are obscured.
Do I have bombs?
Just what is this place? Maybe we'll find more answers farther ahead. Link, let's keep moving deeper.
I'm loving the voice actress for Zelda, but it's like she was talking like she's really worried about this discovery instead of glad to have made it. It is cool I can get to look at the murals for myself, though. But why is it always got to be gods? I'm going to go on a little bitty rant. I mean, you tend into pastor plays, and I'm a pastor, and I believe in Jesus, and I'm not just a fuddy-dud because I want to rain on people's parade. Obviously, I love games. I love video games. And I'm not totally against using some sort of allegory. You know, like even Lord of the Rings has magic in it. But it's not as much about witchcraft the way something like Harry Potter would be, or like something that's like clearly like a modern day version of witchcraft. It's more about, the allegory, representing some spiritual truth about God and Jesus. I wonder why I can't use bombs here. Was my Sheikah stuff, like, destroyed? But anyway, obviously it's not enough to, like, make me quit playing the game, but I just always object when, there's a worldview that's anti-biblical. For example, Lord of the Rings still leaves room, because Tolkien wrote it this way, where there's the one true God. And in this story, though, with Zelda, it's like there's multiple deities, and they're all not transcendent. They're all kind of like demigods, and they can interact physically the way, physical people do. In real life, what that is demons. When you read all the old myths about the heroes of old, the men of renown, the giants, the Nephilim, Hercules, demigods, different stuff like that, that's all just, demons or half-demon hybrids where they came to impersonate God or gods. They came to be worshipped erroneously because we're only supposed to worship the one true God. Uh-oh. We got some corruption going on here, don't we? So anyway, I don't mind them calling Ganon the Demon King because, he's a king, he's evil, he's probably, if he were a real-life character, he was possessed by demons, but is he supposed to represent the devil himself? I don't know. I can't tell you how excited I am. That's not what your voice sounded like earlier. The murals down here, their images support so much of what historians have written about. Alright, let me go in front, my lady. Could be another Keese I have to mightily dispatch. Whenever I rotate the camera really fast, my video quality kind of skips out on me because of the capture card here. Music's getting more intense. I'm afraid she's going to fall down a big hole and she won't be with me the rest of the game. Would have been really cool to have a two-player game where you could be Zelda and Link and play together cooperatively. That would have been sweet. Is that the music from Guardian? I feel like I'm going to have to fight a Guardian. This looks like Shelob's lair. A lot of Lord of the Rings references today, isn't there? It's getting less refined and more like just a big, nasty tunnel. What if I fall off? Do I die? The green light in the distance. I'm having the strangest sensation. This is also ominous. Oh yeah, man. Can we hear the creepy music in the game, or is it just me as a player? What is this place? Let's continue, Link, but we must be extremely careful. Not yet. Alright. I don't know why I chose not yet, but again, I just like to choose all the stuff I'm not supposed to do. Let's continue, Link, but we must be extremely careful. Obviously, they wanted me to say okay.
What is that?
Ooh. Gross. Ooh. Gnarly. I wouldn't touch that, man. Use a napkin. Dude, I can't believe she touched that with her bare hands. My controller is vibrating. Is that zombie Ganon? Ugh. Yeah, you better do something, Link. Oh, come on. All my hearts. I knew that was going to happen. Ah, the Master Sword.
Link!
Was that the sword that seals the darkness? The blade that shatters so easily against my power cannot save you from me.
That's some good voice acting.
You who carries that fragile sword, a Link,
How you know my name, dog?
placed his faith in you. And that was all you could do.
How do you know our names?
I had a feeling we might get a floating castle. Or something. I like the idea of the floating castle. Mummy's looking like the mummy from the Brendan Fraser franchise. Oh, come on, man. He's got his Princess Mononoke hand. Ah, come on. No! Doggone it. What? Where'd she go? What? It's that weird, creepy hand. There was a weird, creepy hand in The Lord of the Rings also. But they cut it out of the movies. But it was in the Barrow Wight's tomb. The Castle in the Sky thing is cool. New Jerusalem's going to be hanging over the earth like a jewel, floating in the sky. And it's going to be the city of God, and that's going to be really cool. It'll probably be cube-ish, like shaped like a cube and not a normal, like Cinderella castle. I did notice that Link has like a Princess Mononoke arm. You know, it's corrupted. But it looks like this nasty arm gets replaced onto his. Gross. I want him to get his old arm back. Or is that his old arm? Alright. Wait a minute. Dude, how much time passed? Ugh. He's a creeper.
Link, finally you wake.
That voice sounds familiar.
I've heard a great deal about you from Zelda. Your wounds were severe. I am relieved to see you escape death.
What happened to his clothes? He's in his boxer briefs again.
Your arm, however, was beyond saving. I had to replace it, lest the injury endanger you further.
So it was replaced. Dude, did like 100 years pass or something? His hair's long. Ah, come on. No sword. I guess I can't really go to like weapons or skills or stuff. I like the reverb, that's pretty cool. Ah, look at my stamina. One wheel. Doggone it. That was the first thing I maximized when I was playing Breath of the Wild. Now, I started Breath of the Wild only shortly, like a few months back. So, I did beat the game, but I explored a whole lot. I didn't get 100%, but you'll probably notice the way I play this game is I'm not just trying to rush through and just find everything. I know I'm supposed to grab the Master Sword, which happens to be here, right next to those vines that I know they want me to cut. Well, looks like it's been way corrupted. Pathetic. 1. It's got 1. My damage output is 1. And it looks like it's a knife, not even a sword. The sword that seals the darkness. Its sacred power has been diminished after being ravaged by the gloom beneath Hyrule Castle. Alright, already. Well, what in the world is keeping it on his back? Use your weapon with Y button. I wonder if the developers thought that... I wonder if the developers thought that you have already played Breath of the Wild if you're playing this game. And it does look like he's got a little satchel. A magic satchel. Where he can keep all his inventory. Now I can see other stuff. What's over here, though? Nothing. When I hit the L button, nothing happens. Can't drop the Master Sword, so it makes me think that's going to get eventually reconstructed. What's this on the wall? This is kind of like when you first started out in the Chamber of Resurrection from the last game. And I'm assuming if you're watching this, maybe you've already played Breath of the Wild. I don't want to spoil everything. But yeah, the Princess Mononoke vibe was pretty big. If you haven't seen that, it's one of Miyazaki's masterpieces. It's not for the youngest of kids, the way like Totoro would be. But it's pretty cool. It's got a very strong environmental message, kind of like Nausicaa. But there's like this demon who's ravaging everywhere because people have destroyed the forest. And the main character gets his arm kind of like corrupted, so it gives him extra strength, but it's also like bad for him. I'm guessing this is going to give me an ability so I can manipulate those gears over there. Man, I just can't get over the fact he's got a gross, nasty claw hand. How's he supposed to hold Zelda's hand with that? Alright. Now what? Well, never mind. Came on automatically. I mean, I guess if you took somebody from back in ancient civilization and introduced them to our current world, they might think that we were gods, erroneously. But just having gears and technology and stuff doesn't really make somebody godly. So the Zonai, probably even in this game, aren't really supposed to be deities, like spiritual beings. They're probably just supposed to be an advanced culture that lives in the sky and has magnets and whatnot. I wonder if I can get over there. I bet so. Before I exit, I'm going to try it. But yeah, I'm just always kind of annoyed slightly because, you know, the idea of gods is antithetical to a Christian worldview, because what makes God who he is that he's transcendent. Looks like I can't climb this. It's like the smooth surface. I can climb it. That ledge is keeping me from going up there. But yeah, so what makes God transcendent is that he's different from any other being. All other beings, all other things, items, anything that exists because of him. He exists completely independent of anything else. He's uncreated, all else is created. So the idea of like a mortal God is kind of a contradiction, you know? But the idea of God being the one and only of his kind makes sense because all else that exists came from him. Can't make it. Now again, you might be thinking, oh, this guy's a noob. There's obviously a way to make that jump. But I think I'm supposed to make the jump from up there, and I just don't know how to get there yet. Maybe I'm supposed to come back here. That's what makes a good game, is when there's like, you know, stuff that you notice and it makes you want to come back. So I can't really make that thing active right now. I guess I'll go where they want me to go. But I'll be back. You can guarantee it. First opportunity, I'm going to try to come back and get up there. I do like the sound design because you can still hear in the background the gears are slowly turning. Jump. That was different. It's like it gave me the option as a command rather than just doing it. I think all in all, this is kind of a cooler version of the Pool of Resurrection from the first game. I mean, from Breath of the Wild. One thing I don't like is they've tried to combine all of the Zelda timelines as if they're all one big long timeline, and I just don't think that works. I think like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are their own separate like alternate reality of Zelda and the Zelda universe. I'm looking for something. Well, that was cinematic, but I don't know if it's serving any purpose to do it that way instead of just jump off regular or fall. Like if I fall to the side, do I get hurt versus if I jump? What a dive. What a splash. Alright, true story. I'm afraid of heights. I'm really afraid of heights. But I'm not the worst swimmer in the world, and I've actually been known to dive from a decent height, and I can do that actual dive where you get your body to go in, you know, arms and then head first, and feet constantly behind you. What is this? Archaic legwear. Simple classic legwear. They're well worn and showing their age, but they've still got a few good years left in them. Wow, a few good years. Dang. I wish my jeans would last a few good years. It seems like as soon as I get a nice pair of jeans, something happens and I end up ripping them or something. It can be a bit cumbersome to have to tie the straps. All right, now I've got more. Inventory. Dude, I look like a Greek warrior with my little skirt and my, what do you call those? Sandal straps, I guess? Anyway, I guess it gave me one solitary point of defense. I'm looking like a Greek warrior. You know, I used to have long hair twice in my life. When COVID started, I grew my hair out. Partly because, I guess you could call it a midlife crisis, you know? It's like I was about to turn 40 in a couple years. And I was also thinking, you know, here's my last chance to do it if I'm ever going to. Plus, I was working from home. I didn't have to be in the office. I was an office exec at that time. I wasn't a pastor. And mostly I was on the phone, doing phone sales. It was really, really nice to work from home because I didn't have to cold call anybody. the people that I talked to were those that already wanted information, so I could just be very educational with them and just kind of explain, what the product is, the benefits, how things work. I like, teaching, as you might imagine from a pastor. And also, it was really nice just to even kind of like go outside. I'd be in the backyard for a few minutes at a time just talking to people on the phone, and that was my job. Just getting some fresh air, being able to enjoy the sunshine, that was nice. Well, I'm thinking maybe there's something up here, but... Oh, there we go. Sorry, I forgot how to uncrouch. No, nothing there. Probably there's nothing, but, exploring is what got me some cool items and features in the last game, so I figure it can't hurt. I'm pretty sure since this is still the opening stage, there's a very distinct direction they're wanting me to go, but I like to just look around. After all, why make all this elaborate place for me to explore if they didn't want anyone to ever look around, Ah, see? Maybe there's somewhere else I can get to. Ah, no stamina. I can't climb for very long, though, can I? Alright, can I make it up there? That was a weird noise. Don't run out of stamina, boy. You gotta get up there. My man. But now where to? Sorry if my camera work is a little annoying for you watching. It's annoying to me right now. I'm still kind of getting the hang of this. So, I hope I get a little better feel for it. If I drop right there, can I stand? Yeah. Alright. Always got to replenish your stamina. I'm up pretty high now, but I'm kind of at a different place than I started when I was over at that jump, where it asked me if I wanted to jump. Anyway, I grew my hair out long, and I don't know, it looked pretty bad because it was totally gray, for one thing. I went gray at like age 35, or even sooner. I started going gray. I don't know. I guess genetics, maybe stress, They say that stress can cause that kind of thing. I keep forgetting I don't have a glider. I'm used to the glider from the other game. But yeah, so the other time I grew my hair out actually was in college and had really long hair. Went 4 years with no haircut. And actually, it all started because in my freshman year, all the guys in my dorm were cutting their hair. They were going to shave their heads for homecoming, and I did not want to do that. Well, doggone it. There we go. I guess I am back where I started after all. I guess you can't get any higher than this, huh? Seems like cheating if I just fall off. What a splash. That's new. That splash is definitely new. Anyway, I didn't want to shave my head. I definitely did not want to shave my head. So I told them I was growing my hair out for locks of love. And lo and behold, that's what I did. I grew it for 4 years. Right there at the end of graduation, I finally cut it. I used to have nightmares that I was getting my hair cut before it was time, or someone cut my hair before I was ready. And my hair looked really good, actually. Wow, where am I? Am I up in the sky? Oh man, I'm in the sky. Well, I'm not going to jump yet. I don't even know where I'm jumping. But that's a really cool view. And it's not because I'm afraid of heights. But I want to explore this little area. I'm dedicated to finding out what's up there at those gears. So, first, I'm going to see if I can climb this tower. Oh, apparently not. Why won't it let me climb those walls, I wonder? I wonder if this is supposed to be like a cinematic moment where I jump and just have a free fall of faith and just kind of fall and land on something, or somebody saves me or something. But if I don't go in the right spot, I mean, I could aim for that water right there. Or maybe I can jump right where it tells me to. There's some water down there, I think. No, that's a tree. Let me do this. I'm going to save. Room of Awakening. Well, that seems pretty good. I wonder if I can jump far out, or if I'm just going to go straight down. I have done indoor skydiving, and you can kind of direct yourself when you're falling, you know, if you know how to shape your body. You can't just dive like straight down like a pencil like you dove into the water, but you can dive to get speed if you want, but you can also flatten your body out. Like he's doing. Although you're supposed to cup your hands, kind of. Well, this is pretty cool. Oh, look! The dragon. Or a dragon. I hope that's water. Accelerate, hold on. Yeah, I don't think that works that way in real life. That was a really cool scene, though. I don't think he can just dive into water from any height and be okay. But, yeah. Well, man, I'm going to save one more time. And now I'm down here. And that's going to wrap it up for today's live stream. And I'm going to do this probably daily for a little while anyway. I'm enjoying playing. I'm enjoying playing the game. I'm enjoying hanging out with you guys. I hope you enjoy some of my just randomness, some of my thoughts, some of my commentary. And I'll talk about A Link to the Past and some of my other Zelda experiences, as well as some of my spiritual thoughts. Of course, that's why you're here, is to get more than just video game commentary, but a little something more. Spirit life means that, I'm here to talk about life, but I'm also here to talk about the spirit. So, I hope you enjoy today's podcast. Do tune in, subscribe, hit the like button. It really helps this channel. We're just starting out, and I'd love to get a little bit of momentum here at the start. God bless you. Bye-bye for now.
Won't you come?